Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing some stuff on the 6.0 and taking it hopefully for its first drive. We're here currently at Walmart, going to pick up some oil and an oil filter. Go ahead and change the oil in the truck just to be safe. Then when we get home, change the oil, put the fender liner back in it, and hopefully take this thing for a drive. Earlier today, we filmed the last video that y'all seen on the 6.0, and it's been doing great earlier. So that was about 30 minutes ago. So run around here, grab some oil, grab a filter. I don't know what oil we're gonna get. I'd seen somewhere where Rotella oil can't handle the pressures and it breaks down, and it is really not good for those engines. So we're gonna see if they have any Motorcraft diesel oil or something like that, full synthetic, and of course the Motorcraft oil filters for that truck. And get back home and change the oil in it real quick, put the fender liner back in it, and take that thing and do some driving in it. But guys, I guess I'll see y'all when we get back home. Alrighty guys, so we got some more Rotella. Didn't have any Motorcraft diesel oil, not enough. And we got some new toolbox, but we also got some oil to change the oil in Pop's truck as well, and a new oil filter. This for his truck, this for the 6.0. But anywho, we're gonna get started here. But new filter, Motorcraft filter. I believe there's probably an O-ring down in there as well. But yes, Pop's got this for me for Christmas. Nice orange box. Was gonna get a white one. Decided probably not the best idea for right now. So got red, got orange. I love this orange. And we'll probably get some more of these here pretty soon, because I love these and how versatile they are. You can roll them around wherever. Unlike this, you don't really want to roll that around. These are kind of light, even loaded down, and they're not super big and bulky and heavy and all that stuff. So I like it. Bought a side tray. Doesn't fit. We're gonna have to get another one, but it's not a big deal. So we're gonna get started here. We have a special socket for that guy. There he is. And I'm gonna put this in here. But this is the socket you need for the oil filter cap. 36 mil. That takes a 3/8. So I'm gonna pop that loose, let it be draining. Back down into the oil pan. He went to grab a bucket that we can drain the oil into. But I'm gonna crack that cap loose, let it be draining, and we'll get started. He's gonna do that down there, and I'm gonna work on getting the inner fender liner back in. That way we can get all this stuff mounted back up where it's supposed to go and not just zip tied here. So we're gonna get at it. See if we can do some driving in this thing tonight. Alrighty guys, so we just got the oil changed, got the fender liner back in, all that, so we're good. It's getting kind of late on us, but I'm gonna take this thing up the road, drive it a little bit, and see what happens. If nothing else, I'll call my grandpa to come get me. But see what it does, and hopefully we make it back home. Knock on wood. But I did put some Hot Shot Secret in the fuel, so that's in there. The everyday diesel treatment, it's in there. So well, like I said, we'll see what it does, and go from there. I'm gonna try to put some miles on it tonight while my grandpa's at home, and then if it checks out fine, probably put some miles on it tomorrow while he's at work, just to make sure everything's okay. And like I said, we'll go from there. But everything seems to be fine. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully, knock on wood, knock on the wood here. Everything will be all right. And then I think, like I said, I'm gonna try to run some miles on it tonight and put some fresh fuel in here with some more of that everyday diesel treatment. And hopefully the fuel was our issue. That little bit of biodiesel was our issue, and we'll be all set. But anyway, I guess we'll put some miles on this thing and see what it does. Alrighty guys, so we just pulled back up here at the house. He's working on the bracket for the white truck, but you can see that 5 successful miles. I'm pretty happy about that. Like I said, this thing's been problem child for almost 2 months now. This is December 27th, I think, is today. Something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna do some driving here. I gotta go deliver another hoodie up to town. So I'll probably stop, get some fresh fuel in this thing. Probably take the long way around and see if we can burn as much of this old fuel out as we can. But about to check the oil in it, make sure the oil level is good, and then we'll do some more driving. Well guys, yet again we've made it back to the house. That time I made a couple laps. 14 miles on this thing. She's doing great. No issues whatsoever. So I'm gonna go in and check and see what he's up to, and we'll probably run to Greenbrier to deliver that hoodie, and I'll probably drive this and he'll probably drive the blue truck. That way if something happens then we're covered. But here we are. I'm super happy. But I guess I'll check back in with you guys later and give y'all another update. But as of right now, it's pretty good, and I'm pretty happy about it. So anyway, I guess I'll give you another update here in a bit. Well guys, here we are, dead again. Drove up here, parked it, was gonna grab the hoodie, wash my hands. We were gonna go deliver that hoodie and eat and all that stuff. Put the truck in park, got out of it. As soon as the door shut, truck died. So we hooked the solus back to it, and we have RPM, so that tells me the crank position sensor and its wiring is good. We checked the ICP IPR. IPR shows 31%. It's between the 15 and 85 where it should be. The ICP shows 800 to 900 PSI cranking. So that cuts everything out to be the cam sensor or the wiring for the cam sensor, the pigtail. And if y'all will remember, we've already replaced the sensor. It wasn't an OEM sensor, but it is a new sensor. So I'm gonna say either we got a bad one out of the box that works intermittently, or we have a shorted wire. So we're gonna go do all this stuff, and then when we get back, this stepchild here is going back in the shop, and then I'll look tomorrow, see if I can find a pigtail, and if so, we'll put it on tomorrow, and maybe I'm gonna name this thing Stepchild. Maybe by then this thing will actually run longer than 14 miles. So I guess we'll continue this video tomorrow or whenever. we'll probably continue the video tonight when we get this thing back in the shop. But I'll see y'all then. Alright guys, so it's a couple hours later. Let's see if this thing starts. There we go. Game time, let's get this thing in the shop. I did order a pigtail. I don't even remember the name of the company. I've ordered it online. It's a pigtail with a 4-foot lead. The ones that like advanced auto and stuff they look like they're only about 6-inch lead on the wiring, and I wanted to be able to replace the entire thing all the way up to the main harness. So I ordered the one with the 4-foot lead. But here we are. Sorry for the dirty camera. Let me clean this real quick. Alright, so I know this is a far too familiar sight lately, but what we're going to be replacing is, you can see the harness right back there, which splits off right there. Let me zoom in on that. Right there. You can see it kind of clips onto that fuel line, runs down. That's it. That's what we're going to be replacing. So it runs from there all the way down south down there. So I didn't want the little short one and have an issue up here and not down there, if you know what I mean. And Diesel Tech Ron mentioned in one of his videos about these as well, and then it made really good sense with them being right next to the oil filter housing and the fuel filter housing. Tend to leak. Oil and diesel fuel generally doesn't get along with rubber, and I believe plastic. I don't know about plastic, but I believe rubber and diesel don't mix very well, and it'll kind of eat it. And like the coating of a wire. So I believe don't quote me, but I believe that's probably one of the issues. So stuff leaks down onto them and it eats the wiring and they short or something along that lines. And being as this truck leaks like a sieve, and you can see down in there, I mean, this thing leaks everywhere. If you look on the intake elbow right there, the thing leaks everywhere. I don't know why. We plan to fix that. And I don't remember if I showed this or not, but I had bought, actually the last drive that this thing made, I bought a upgraded oil cooler, or EGR cooler, which is in here. Didn't get far enough for that. So one day when we get this thing running and get some time, we're gonna put that upgraded cooler in here. The guy that had it went to a delete or a race Y pipe, up pipe, whatever you want to call it, and they don't have provisions for an EGR cooler. But he did tell me that I probably should get a tune for that cooler, make the truck a little happier, because you are changing parameters of things. So that's been the only kind of hold up. But I'm hoping that when we put that new cooler in, to do some other stuff to this thing while we're in there, and hopefully try to find our oil leak. I mean, it's everywhere. It's on the turbo, up in there. It's just everywhere. And when this truck gets going, running, and it's happy and it's all good and lovely again, I do have plans for this thing. So I would like to do a coolant filter kit. I would like to do new charge pipes, upgraded charge pipes, possibly even a new intercooler, the elbow cold air intake, new turbo, all that fun stuff. I was actually in the process of doing that, talking with companies and so on, when this happened. So that kind of put the brakes on everything as far as that goes, because there's no use of putting go fast and look good parts on a truck that doesn't run. So anywho, I guess I will see you guys when I get my new pigtail, and we'll get it installed on the truck, and hopefully that fixes the 6.0. But guys, I will see y'all in a couple days, hopefully in a couple days, because New Year's is, I think, Friday, and I'd really like to have a truck before the end of 2020 and the disaster that 2020's been. Anyway, guys, like I said, I'll catch y'all hopefully in a couple days when that comes in. It is now Sunday. Hopefully that gets in here in a couple days and we can get the 6.0 going again. So I will catch y'all then, and we'll see if this fixes the truck. Okay, so we went ahead and got started here, but we ran into, well, should have expected it probably, but on the truck we got the cam sensor wiring fished down through there. We'll show you when we get this run back through, but they run back between the fuel lines here and that bracket, and down to the cam sensor. But on the wiring here, we have a red wire and an orange wire, and from what I've found, red is pin 1, orange is pin 2. And then on our connector here, our new connector from ProSource Diesel, you can see, let's see if I can get a hold of it where y'all can see it, pin 1 and pin 2. So that's just what I found. I'm not going to say it is or it isn't, but from what I found, pin 1 is red and pin 2 is orange. So in our case, it's going to be red to yellow and green to orange. So that's how we're going to do it, and we're going to solder these, heat shrink them. These come with heat shrink. They're over there somewhere. So we will heat shrink these, that way hopefully no water gets in there, cause any corrosion. And also there is a ground wire here, that's just kind of, that's just kind of wrapped around the wiring as it goes through, and it has some foil tape on it, which you can see there, which we're also going to put back on just to be safe. Alright guys, so we got this all got the old connector cut off. Got the new one here, and let me cover that up. And we may or may not solder this. I know everybody swears by soldering, but if we're being real and completely honest, in my opinion, I might be an idiot, but in my opinion, a good quality connector, and a good crimp, and heat shrink is superior. But, and the reason for that being is vibration can crack solder. High vibration area. So we're gonna go get some heat shrink, because this heat shrink they give you is exactly the same length as those connectors. So we're gonna grab some real quick. We'll get them put on the old 6.0, and we will see if the thing will stay running. All right, guys, got everything back together. Let's see what happens. Well, it's sitting here running, so we're gonna let it sit. Just take note of the time here, 6:48. Let's sit here and see what happens. We do have the door open back here too, so he's opening the big door. So I might back it out of here and take it for a little drive or something. I don't know. But we just got the new pigtail in. So, back this thing out, roll these windows down. Trying to make sure I don't run over nothing here. But, let this thing sit out here and run a bit. Might take it for a little test drive if it doesn't die. But I guess time will tell. We got the wires heat shrinks. We got them wrapped with the ground wire. We wrapped the foil back around them, put the loom back around them, and wrapped everything up with electrical tape. Got it back down there. So we're gonna see what it does. So, turn some light on in here for y'all. But I'm gonna let it run, see what it does, and I guess I'll let y'all know. Hopefully, knock on wood, knock on the door here, this fixed it, and we'll be good. Because I'm telling you, I've been going on 2 months of that vehicle, and it sucks. But it is what it is. You know, somebody's got it worse than we do, so be thankful for what we do have. But anyway, I guess we're gonna let this thing run, see what it does, and I'll give you an update here in a bit. And just like that, 3 minutes later, it died. So I guess we're back to square one. Try to do some more diagnostic and see what happens. See what we can find. Okay, so got it in here and died again. Less than 2 minutes of running. So I thought something. I thought, well, why don't we do this? Let's take it, cycle the key a couple times. That'll build fuel pressure. Sure enough, after the truck died, tried to crank it without turning the key off. Just tried to crank it back, won't start. Shut the key off, key back on, won't start. Cycle the key 3 times, fired right up. So we're gonna go eat. So I'm about tired of messing with this thing, if we're being honest. Love the truck, but man, it's just getting annoying. But luckily, you can see here we got a bunch of new tools. Along with that, we picked up a fuel pressure tester. So I guess we're gonna get to use that on this thing tomorrow. But we're gonna go eat. Might go look at another truck. Guys, that's gonna be a wrap for this video. It's probably gonna be a pretty long one as it is. So anyway, guys, I guess I'll catch y'all on the next one. If you enjoyed today's video, maybe found it helpful for whatever reason, please drop a like and comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope everybody has a great day.